So the reason I wanted to talk to you today was because it doesn't actually matter how much you grow if you're not harvesting it and making use of it in a really effective manner. And the cucumber or the pickle is the perfect example. You can chuck a bit of cucumber maybe in a sandwich or a salad, but you're probably not using masses of it. However, pickles, which will last long term, particularly if you properly pickle them, I'm just quick pickling them, which is a much shorter term kind of solution, much easier, but much shorter term. But they will last a good long time, and you will make use of this enormous crop of cucumbers. And obviously, we picked pickling cucumbers because we kind of knew that we're not huge cucumber people. And as a result, the most ideal use for them is in a big jar of, your brine and your vinegar. And you'll end up with a really, really nice pickle that obviously you can pickle it however you want. You can cut them into different shapes and sizes. You can actually modify the solution you're putting them in. So depending on whose recipe you follow, the ratios between the vinegar, the water, the sugar or salt, or the combination of the two, varies greatly. So you can really ensure that you're ending up with a pickle that you personally enjoy. And certainly in here, we've got some of our chilies thrown in the bottom. We've got a little baby red onion that didn't really go anywhere that's gone in there as well. At the moment, because of the way this was kind of all packed into the bottle, it has raised up to the top, and I might need to put something in to ensure that everything ends up in the solution, because you really do need everything well and truly in the solution in order for it to be well preserved, even in one of these short-term pickles. But it's just such an easy thing to do. As far as the ingredients, obviously our pickles, and this is the second jar like this that I've done, and I did other smaller jars that I've given away to family and friends and stuff like that. Now, all you need is some vinegar, and to be honest, I've been buying the extra strong vinegar because you just water it down to get your weight ratios right, and it's quite a cost efficient solution. And if you were to go apple wine vinegar or something like that, it becomes a bit more expensive, but that's another option if you want to go fancy. As far as salt, I just use rock salt, nice and cheap for a big bag. The brown sugar I use, again, nice and cheap. It's just like a cane sugar. It does make for a much sweeter and not quite as zingy or sour pickle, which I do like, because I feel like when you have that, you can use it a little bit more wildly or widely in your food as far as what you're doing with it. And then we've just got some mustard seeds and some peppercorns in there, and that's it. I did go and buy this big jar, which I feel I've never needed anything this kind of size before when I wasn't growing my own stuff. But when you're going out to your pickle plant or your cucumber plant and coming in with a big bowl of pickles almost daily, or it feels that way, it's probably maybe once every 5 days, you will need some serious storage space. And I mean, you're not just going to be eating those pickling cucumbers raw, you're going to want to pickle them. And so here we go. The big downside with the quick pickle, which I do need to acknowledge, is that they need to be refrigerated. You need to store them in the fridge. And as far as I know, if you've done it before in the comments and you want to kind of give some extra information there from experience, let me know. But as far as I know, these need to be in the fridge as far as like a food hygiene thing. And I will also note that the ratio of vinegar you use varies greatly in the recipes I've seen. Often it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and that does make for quite a sour pickle, but that is really, really nice personally, I think. And that is also how I normally pickle things like pink onions, purple onions, red onions, and yeah, basically there's quite a bit of variance. I've done a much lower amount of vinegar in one of the other bottles that I did, and obviously we're going through that really quickly. It's going to be gone in a week or two, so that's less of a drama. However, I did think with this one I'd do more closer, so I think it was a 3 parts water to 2 parts vinegar. So it's still quite a strong solution, and we'll see how we go with this one, because I think this one may last us a little bit longer, although fridge space will probably be the biggest challenge with this. And if we get a couple more crops off that cucumber plant, we could need a couple more of these bottles. We'll see how we go there. I'm probably getting ahead of myself on that one. So yeah, you really, really need to make sure you're using what you're growing, because who wants to waste stuff? It's bad enough when you're wasting stuff from the supermarket where you're paying top dollar for it, and often it's not really that good compared to the homegrown stuff. And in this case, again, this is just a great way of doing it. And even if I get into like proper fermenting in the future, that's meant to be really, really good from a health perspective, assuming you're not poisoning yourself, of course. And that's just another thing you can kind of add to the repertoire of. I'm a little bit reticent to call myself too much of a homesteader, because that suggests probably a much more serious way of doing it than I'm currently doing it. But I think it's the same theory.